Hey, so I heard you need an IQ test. Let's just say I got the I got the test for you. I got the test all made by me. Every question unique to any compared to any other test you would get out there. 100% proven results from my test here. So, so we are sorry about that. We're gonna get started then. I don't know how many questions it is, but it's enough. And then at the end, we'll go over the correct answers, so you know if you're wrong or not. Then I'll give you that IQ score that everyone wants so badly nowadays. Right at the end. All right. So first, I got my trusty pointer stick. First, we have a bit of a math. I hope you didn't flunk out in high school. So we got this question. So it comprises 4 math questions that you need to answer. I'll give you a little bit of time, maybe like 30 seconds. Okay. So what is the answer? What is the answer you got? What is the answer you got? Okay. It's a good answer. Good answer. Good educated guess. That's really all you need to give with these is what you think it is. Because even if you're wrong, you could still get a good score if you have a good reasoning behind your answer. Okay. So this next one, it's another classic IQ test question. So we got 3x3 grid, 9 squares, and they each have something unique, and you want to let me know what goes in this bottom right square right there. The bottom right square, the bottom right square, the bottom right square. Triangle, circle, square. So you want to let me know what goes right there by deducing what's in every other square. Okay. Got your answer? Perfect. Sounds good to me. Okay. So, next we have a bit of a sequence of a few words, sequence, and or a few letters or numbers, and you gotta guess what comes next in the sequence. So we got two. We got 8. We got 4. We have 13. And then we got 6. And so your job is to let me know what comes after 6 right here. What's gonna follow directly after 6? I'll give you some time. 2, 8, 4, 2, 8, 4, 13, 2, 4, 13, 1, 13, 6, 6, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, Okay, okay. I could see it. I could see it. Okay, so this next one uses some real world objects. It uses these 3 little wooden cubes I got. Okay, so right here, what letter is that? What letter is that? Correct. Okay, so now the IQ part comes in. What can I do to turn this into a C? What is the least amount of moves I have to do to turn this into a C? Wait, this is more of a U. This is more of a U. Okay, what's the least amount of moves I can do to turn this into a C? Okay, I can see it. Here, no, it was better like this. I can see it. Okay. So next, we have this one's a little tricky. I need you to tell me what words you're reading, but the words are backwards, like fully reversed. And so I need you to figure out what you're reading. Okay, what's that first word? Okay. And that second word? Okay. And then this third word is pretty long, so take your time if you need it. Okay. Total, what does it say? The whole thing? I think you should do that. Okay. So next we have my own creation, my own concoction, my own little Frankenstein's monster of an IQ question. Okay. So this first one, there's 4 total. We'll use the first one as an example to help you understand how it works. Okay, so what it is this number or letter, which of these 3 letters does it share the most in common with? So which letter does it look the most alike or like the closest to? And so I'll give you a few seconds and I'll let you know the answer for this one so you understand how it works, how the game works. Okay, so the answer would be the O, because Q and O both like that, just Q has the little whatever you call it, niblet. That's what I would call niblet. Okay, so next one. I'm not going to give you the answers anymore, but now you know how it works. So this is the next one. It's an L. So which ones of these does it share the most in common with? Which one does it share? So which one do you think? Which one do you think? That one, or that one? Okay, we got 2 more. We have number 3. It's a P. So, do you think it's this one, or this one? Which one? Okay. Now, one last question. Oh, sorry. Which one do you think V is the most alike, or shares the most in common with? So we have S, 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 W, W, or G, 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 S, W, G, S, W, G, V, S, okay. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll let you know the answers to those at the end of the test. Okay. So this next one, it's a little bit tricky. I hope you don't have dyslexia. Otherwise you might have a bad time with this one. Just to let you know. Okay. So this one, there's a bunch of X's in a box. And you gotta tell me how many aren't X's. There's a few letters that aren't X's in there. There's some other letter. But I need you to tell me how many there are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So there's 40 letters in here. There's a few that aren't quite right. So I'll give you a little bit of time to catch them all. So which letter is it? This one? No, it's that one. No. Which letter? Which letters are right? Okay. All right. And so that's your guess. Sounds good. Okay. Now this one is a bit of a sneaky one. And this is also our last IQ test. We still have 3 more that are a bit more personal based, so I can know you better, so I can better judge the actual IQ test. Okay, so what we have here, so we have 4 butterflies, but one of them is different. Can you tell the odd one out? Can you tell which one is the odd one out? Which one is it? This one? Is it this one? This one or this one? Okay. They're all a little different. I'll give you that. But which one is the odd one out? Okay. Good answer. Okay, so these last 3, like I said, are a bit more personality based. It's just asking you which thing you prefer, honestly. So this one, we got 4 things. We have a little paintbrush and whatever you call that thing that artists use. We got a music note. We got a little coin. And we got a movie clapper thing. So which of these things do you resonate with more? It could just be you like the idea of the thing, you like the physical object of the thing, it's just, or you even just like the color. It's whichever one you want for whatever reason you want. There's no wrong answers. Okay, is it that? Is it that one? Okay. So, Next, we have the same sort of thing. We have six things for you to choose which one is your favorite. This one's a little more abstract. Abstract. Do you know what abstract means? It means it's more, it doesn't have to make sense. It's just whatever you're feeling most. It doesn't have to have a particular reason behind it. So, we have 6 numbers, and I want you to pick which of these 6 numbers resonates with you most. Which of these 6 numbers, not necessarily is your favorite, but which one do you draws your attention right now for you, right now, because it could change. So, is it a 1, a 4, 5, 8, 7, or 2? Or 2. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could see being with that one a little more right now myself as well. Okay. The last one, you have 2 options. So this one more firmly divides. Divides you into 2 groups that helps me understand you a little better. We have a frog and a bee. A frog and a bee. And so I need you to pick which one you like more. Are you team frog or are you team bee? Which one is calling you right now? Okay. So that marks the end of our little test. So now we're gonna go through the answers, and I'm gonna tell you what it means by what you picked here. Okay. So first we have this one. The math question. So the answer for this is 42. 42, the meaning of life. 42. Because circle minus triangle equals 2. And then triangle plus triangle is 18. So we know triangle is 9. So we figure out triangle is 9. We can go back here. 11 minus 9 equals 2. So that means that's 11. And then square times triangle equals 27. Which 3 times 9 is 27. So it would be 9 plus 3 times 11, which is 42. Good job. Congratulations. Make sure you use your PEMDAS. Be sure to. Okay. Next we have this one. So this one, in the bottom right, it would be a circle because there's only 2 circles, and it would be a square because there's only 2 squares. So it's circle with a square inside. Perfect. Okay, this one was a little tricky because it's almost 2 sequences in one, because you got 2, 4, and 6. So every other number is just increasing by 2. And then 8 to 13 is 5. So 13 plus 5 is 18. So the answer would be 18. The numbers almost don't correlate with each other, except every other number does. That's what makes it a little tricky, little crazy for your brain. Okay, and so for this one, we have Q, which I told you already is with 0. This L shares with the E right there. So E is the correct answer. And then this P shares with B right there. So B is the correct answer. V shares with W right there. So W is the correct answer. Okay, and then for the bunch of this stuff, there is 4 Y's. There's one right there. There's one right there. One right there. And one right there. 4 Y's. 4 Y's. Okay. And then for the butterflies, yes, the color is different, but this butterfly has 3 bumps on its wings instead of just 2 like the other 3 do. So this one is the odd one out. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to explain the personality test questions and what it means depending on which one you picked. And I'll give you your IQ score at the end. Okay, so if you picked the music note, obviously you like music and you listen to it, but also you're drawn to like colorful things, more thought out, meaningful passageways in life. Okay, if you pick this, you obviously like art. That's the obvious answer, but also you like sticking to the old-fashioned, the old ways. You're more of a traditionalist. You while you may accept and welcome change, you personally decide to stick to things that have been around a while. If you picked this, obviously it relates to movies. You like movies, or maybe you work with movies, but also you like having control. You like having control, you like being the director of your life, you could say. And so that doesn't mean you're a control freak. It's just that you like controlling the things that you're able to. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. None of these are bad things. And the coin obviously means you like money, but who doesn't, honestly? But also it means that right now in your life, maybe, or just in life in general, you are on you're still progressing through life. You're still progressing. You are trying to achieve things that you want to achieve, and you aren't quite satisfied yet. You still are working hard. Okay, so now with the numbers, if you picked 1, that aligns you. You're a pretty straight edge person. Pretty straight edge. These ones are a little more shallow in determining you, but 1 is just a little more straight edge. You're good. 4, you're a little more of a odd one out. You're not a loner per se, but maybe you have a really small, close-knit friend group, and that's why you like 4. 5, you strike me, if you pick 5, as a extroverted person, a person who gets along with others, but doesn't conform to standards of people that try to conform. You're your own thing, but you're still popular. People still like you. That's what 5 means. 8 is you're a bit more bubbly. You're excited. You're happy, and you're maybe a bit crazy at times. That's what strikes me with 8. 7 means you're a risk taker. You take risks, and the adrenaline in life of taking risks is what excites you. 2 means 2 means that, what does 2 mean? 2 is a bit of a tricky one. It's a bit of an all-encompassing one. It's more of a neutral number, I would say. So if you pick 2, you're kind of undecided. You maybe don't know who you're going to be, who you are yet, what you're heading towards. That's what 2 strikes me as. Which is a fine thing. Perfect. Okay, and then this one. If you picked the frog, that means you like going after things. You're a predator, they could say. Hopefully not sexually, but you're a predator. And so you bounce on opportunities, and you take everything that you can get. You accept handouts, and that's fine, because everyone needs a hand up in life. And if you're a bee, you're more of a, I was going to say prey, but that doesn't fit right. You're more of a giver. You give to other people, you help other people out more than you help yourself maybe, and that's kind of your whole life. That's how you maintain relationships, is by giving more than receiving. All right, and so that's the end of your IQ test. I'm going to say you're high up there. You're above average. I'll put you even on the road. I'll put you, you're a good 110. That's really good. That's a really good score. And so don't go around flaunting that, though. You're better than that. I can tell based on your personality answers that you're a pretty good person. All right. Anyways, see you later.